Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So the hops are ready to harvest, and the other situation we have is I got a notification that I just checked that about 3 hours ago they said map swap in progress. So I don't know honestly what that means. I went to check this. I haven't gotten any more info other than that. Oops. Trying to disconnect this header because I need the corn header for the hops. So I just got on the server. Clearly, obviously, we've got some lag going on. So I've just got to be careful. I'm not sure how that'll work. But in any event, I'm going to make the attempt to get things off the map and get these hops harvested, because it should only take a little bit of time and just a couple hours. And if they're not working on it right now, I guess that means it's fair game to work on the map. And if they pop in and say, hey, we need you to stop and we're going to start selling things, then so be it. But I couldn't get on this morning. I'm a little challenged on time now, frankly, but I'm going to go ahead and make the attempt. So we'll head up here, we'll go over. Obviously we're going to start destroying these old crops, but that's okay for several reasons. First off, they're harvested, and secondly, whoops, went to unfold the harvester as it warned me and hadn't changed from the tool. So let me start. And I believe, no, I guess it's not on yet. Interesting. Oh, didn't connect my header. Silly me. So I gotta get the PTO connected. Yeah, I think that's it on the corn header. Alright, so there we go. And this should now begin, and there it goes. So the hop harvest, what will be the final harvest on Misty Hills at Hilly Seneca, is going. Based on what I need to do, at this point I'm going to go ahead and just leave the rest of this on time lapse, because I'm not going to be able to sit and chat. Just not in the cards today, but given the time constraint, I'm definitely going to try to keep moving on this. So you can enjoy a time lapse, and depending on how things are at the end, maybe I'll elaborate what's going on or what I know. And obviously if suddenly they show up in the middle and we start map swapping, we'll figure out all that as I go along. But right now, that's the plan. So you can sit back and enjoy what I assume will be a pretty short video, at least in the harvest. I may suddenly add 20 minutes at the end of talking, but you'll know that with chapter headings. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, so we're here on the server, and as expected, what I did not see was they had already let us know kind of some of the shutdown process. So Laz is here to get everything done, and I was actually supposed to have sold off all my equipment. So you may have seen me doing that. I'll leave that in the video kind of so you can see. And then lastly, was asked to leave the farm in multiplayer mode. I just asked him, you know, if we're going to get the money from the server or whatever, or to let me know what's going on. So so it looks like we're going to get, they may start the setup after the Saturday shutdown. So I'm assuming start the setup then means it's not like it's going to be ready on Saturday. Today's Friday, so that would literally be tomorrow. And so again, because this is a new journey for me, I don't know how it's going to go. So just to clarify what we were asked to do, we go ahead and we sell all our equipment, so, and buildings, so that's what I did. I did get the supply back from my silos, so that was great. So I didn't lose that money. Obviously, you know, I lost the crop in the field, so the hops that had been harvesting in the start of this episode basically vanished. Well, there's some sitting in customs, but obviously the server's being shut down, so not going to place any contracts or anything. And you know, I'll go ahead and exit here. You know, I'll have left what I did here selling, but basically I went to field management, and then this shows owned property, and then I basically had to confirm that I was selling it back to the NPC. So these are my 4 parcels with the 7 fields. So you can see there's 2 fields here. There's my 2 home fields. There's you know, the 89 there, and then 85 and 86 that were where we were doing the cotton and the hemp and so forth are there. So I'm guessing I'm going to get basically 800, let's say a million, almost $1.5 million back in the land. And then in theory I had almost 2.5 million in-game and money after selling everything. So basically after selling what I had, I went from like 800,000 to 2,468,125 is what I have. So so that's where we're at right now. So obviously I'm gonna wrap things up with this episode because there's nothing to do right now other than wait. So a little bit confusing episode, but certainly, you know, gives you some visibility on where things are, and you know, the disjointed end is a little bit kind of how I came across things too. So never having done this process in FSN before, it was new to me. So basically it looks like it gets moved along, and then you get notified in Discord of what'll happen, and you know, we're waiting to have it happen. So it looks like they're going to start the map swap on the server tomorrow after they update things, and basically the update they're doing is just an FSN. They've got some mod changes, so I mean it's irrelevant for our server because now our server is gone, and obviously the new FS22 server will have whatever changes they're making there. But we'll worry about that when we go forward. So with that, I'll end this episode, and I will see you next time. So sorry about that. I'm back. So just found out after I ended the recording, and then was just chatting with the folks, the other FMs on our Discord site, that you know, I looked back at the main channel, and so the person who was doing the work said in 5 to 10 minutes we'll get credit for the fields. So you can see my balance has increased to 1.679 million, And then he said basically sometime later today we'll get credit for the in-game balance because someone else is the only one that can do that. So the other 2.4 million I would be expecting, so I'll probably come in here at some point. So I may see $4 million here. So that would be the goal, and then I have the other amount, and then they're basically going to continue forward after that. So we'll see how it all works, and that will be covered in future episodes is my plan. So again, that's the new update. So this time really, I'll see you next time.